Hey guys, it's 6:33 Central Standard Time, and it's finally time for That's Life with moi. It's been a crazy day. Got out of bed. I'd like to say I jumped out of bed, but I don't do that so much anymore. Kind of like that little old man on Up, you know, where I get up and I stretch my back, and back spasm kind of curls me up. And finally I get going. But ever since I woke up this morning, I've had something to do, and most of it has been with my daughter, Kristen, and more of that wedding stuff. And I promise you, I'm not going to talk ad nauseum about this stuff, but it's been a lot of fun running around, taking care of all these details. And I'm tired, you know, so much so that I didn't even clean off, see my little back there? Yep, didn't even clean that off for you this time. And if you'll peek behind my shoulder, oh, look there, there's a laundry basket that my big old head covers up if I do this. But I'll tell you what, today has been a sweet day because two things really profoundly spoke to me this weekend. First, of course, was September 11th, the 10th anniversary of that horrific day, and watched all the shows and the memorials. But really, what impacted me, I think more than anything, is I watched this 10-minute video, and I have it on my Facebook wall if you're a friend, and I actually put it for public viewing too, so you could put my name in and see that. And it's about the story of the Ferry pilots, the men who drove those boats. And did you know that it was like the largest sea evacuation in history? 500,000 people in a 9-hour period were ferried off of Manhattan Island to a safe place, otherwise off of Manhattan. It was amazing, and I've read so many books, and I really like to think I was well read and studied different things, but I had not heard any of these men's stories, and the men and women who were on those ferries and on those boats, and it was amazing. And what really touched me is listen, if you guys are from New York listening to this, I'm from Illinois. You know, we're the flyover zone, right? And you probably don't know a whole lot about us other than if you were raised here. And your image of us is whatever you see on a sitcom. And vice versa. You know, we watch Law and Order and we think we have you all figured out. And I watched that documentary and listened to these men, and I was so moved by the compassion that compelled every single human involved in that rescue, in that evacuation, and how it was just all about, I need to get where they are to help them to get to safety. And it was profound to me. So that really stuck with me. And then on Friday evening, this past Friday, I spoke at my former church here in the community where I live, and I met this woman, and I've never met her before in my life. I'd never seen her, and she was introduced to me by another friend named Wendy. And when she introduced us, this new person that I met, she gave me the most crazy, warm, vivacious hug that I've ever received. And I'm a hugger, you know. If you've met me, you know that I have a tendency to do that, and you know, I need to honor people's space who aren't huggers necessarily. But she hugged me, and there was, and this is going to sound weird, but it was like this warmth. I mean, there was just this warmth that seemed to fill my soul when she hugged me, and she had this vibrant smile, and what a personality. And she kind of she didn't heckle, but you know, I'd ask questions and she would respond in the group, and she was delightful to meet. And I said goodnight to her Friday night, and you know, told her I'm looking forward to getting to know you and meeting you. And then I found out this morning that she died Saturday. At some point, her daughter went in to wake her up, to get her out of bed because she hadn't gotten up yet, and she had passed away sometime over the night on Friday night in the early morning of Saturday. And she was 46 years old, same age as I am. And you know what? I have decided I'm just going to live this life. I'm all out, and there are a million things, and in the process of Kristen's wedding, I'm still trying to get a book written that has that has been kindly, giving me more time on my deadline, a little bit more time on my deadline, and I'm working on that, and I'm working on other things. I'm wanting to do this social media and to really create just this kind of like Julie universe is what I'd like to have, where really 98% of what I do would be poured out online via internet TV, internet radio, all of those things. And my relationship with my husband and with my sons and with my daughter and with my friends and speaking and writing and all of those things. But as a result of listening to those men, and they were all men, maybe there's some women ferry, pilots, but I didn't see any in that documentary. But as a result of listening to them and how they were moved with compassion for their fellow humans, I don't know if they were Christians, non-Christians, it didn't matter. They loved, and they loved deeply. And then as a result of this young woman passing away, and I just having met her, and the impact she made on me just in those few moments, but I'm just going to live this life. So guess what? You get to see the purse on the shelf, and you get to see the hair that hasn't been washed yet today, and I'm living it. I'm pouring it all out. Everything that's being poured into me, I just want to pour out into my family, into my friends, my relationships, and with you all, everything. I think of that scripture that says, "Teach me, Lord, to number my days," to look and know that I don't have a promise for tomorrow. I can't get back what happened yesterday, but I have right here, right now. So that's just really what I've kind of been thinking about today as I've been running around and cutting down hydrangea and making tea lights out of little pumpkins. I mean, is that the most adorable thing you've ever seen in your life or what? And I so don't like crafts at all, but this is just too cute. But anyway, that's just what's been going on with me, and I pray that your day, the remainder of it, and starting the beginning of it, some of you who are watching internationally, that you will think about and number your days, and that you will live your life fully poured out in love and in relationship. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later.